I know you think you the one, homie. But can't nobody escape gravity. It's going down, going down.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the, I guess you could say it's the gravitational pull tonight, since I am casting, but it is Psionic Aftermath's channel. Hope you guys are doing well. You had a great day. Your day's ending. Everything has been well for you, and you're ready for some great StarCraft action. We are getting ready for the first series here, getting everybody loaded in, getting them ready, and then we will get into it. I am super excited. I am ready to see these people play. If you caught the last one, it was close. It went right down to the wire. It was awesome. So it should be pretty good. So I'm excited. I am definitely tired though. Not gonna lie at all. I am exhausted. It's been a long day. I was supposed to have another casting about noon today, and then just was not able to get back to sleep. So I cleaned, and I still gotta go to work tonight. So I am gonna be exhausted. But thankfully tomorrow don't got anything going on, so I'm gonna catch up on some sleep, finish cleaning up the house, and Tuesday, Wednesday, gonna have our baby. So I'm excited. Gonna take a couple of days off, and get everything together and get all that going before we get back into work, getting back into that grind of casting, and getting everything going. So guys, step in, put your seatbelt on. If you got a cat, if you got a dog, sit there, pet them, tell them you love them, and get ready. Like I said, I'm super excited, and we should be starting here in just a minute. Like I said, everybody's getting loaded in, everybody's getting ready. So, should be good. First map is going to be on Dreamcatcher. Now, I like this map. It is a little weird, but I like the patterns. I like it whenever they put these different patterns. This one at first I thought was like a squid or something, but turns out it is just a Dreamcatcher. Now, if you caught the last one, you're like, what the heck? Psionic or Cosmic Cloud Militia was able to, clean it out, and now we're, what's going on? Well, they had to win twice, so they have to win again tonight to claim the victory. Psionic Aftermath does not give up that easily, so it's going to be a fight to the finish. It's going to be awesome to see. Super excited. If you guys haven't already, hitting the subscribe button, make sure you guys do that, or hit the follow button so you can see whenever Psionic Aftermath does go live and all of that, so it should be pretty good. But like I said, we will be starting here pretty soon. And how's it going, Sushi?
Yeah, not too bad. Set up, everyone's hyped, things ready to go.
All right.
So far, nice final.
Yeah.
Again, I'm expecting this to go right down to the wire like last week.
Yeah. Definitely, hopefully a lot more exciting games. We might see a couple more drawn-out games. I'm wondering, is both sides playing the same players, or do they have like different players potentially?
Potentially different players, I think. Yeah, because I think both of us actually have relied on a similar pool of players, so you'll see very familiar faces, but there's no obligation to put the same exact lineup each week, so there might be some changes, who knows.
That'll definitely be nice. Make sure we get this set up. Thing looks good, so yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm not playing.
Oops. No, my drag didn't work. Yeah.
Are we gonna have to restart it, or is Andy the first player and Terran?
No. I managed to drag him in time. So
okay.
We're good.
Alright. Alright, sweet. It's gonna be a TBT to start things off with. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think we started off with a TBT last week as well, so some things don't change, I guess.
Definitely. Well, let's get into it and let's see who's going to take the victory this time in this series. You want to start it off, or you want me to go ahead and do them?
Right, so spawning in the top left, looking to make amends for his loss last week is the orange Terran from Psionic Aftermath, Terran Lord.
Alrighty, and in the bottom right, in the red, representing cloudM, what will he bring for us today? It is Andy.
Yeah, so I remember, I think, Andy, if this was the same Terran that played last week, he did a Reaper fast expand build in TBT, which I thought is not that common, like people normally get a faster second gas so that you can have Reapers and Cyclones out early, just so you can defend any early pressure. And he managed to get away with it in the TBT games he played last week. So let's see how this one pans out.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where if your opponent's gonna play standard, like just open up a Reaper, getting a factory and stuff like that, if you can get away with getting that expansion up and running and get the income going, you're able to produce a lot better. Start getting your macro together and really start doing stuff. Doing that classic heart shape emblem there with his SCV until he gets that command center up. Super nice.
Yep, looks like that's what he's opting to do again. And Terran Lord is mirroring his build this time.
Yeah, he's seeing this. He knows, Terran Lord knows that Andy's not planning on doing anything too aggressive. If he was watching last week, he might remember, kind of what his build entails. So maybe he knows kind of what to expect and knows that there's not really too much aggression on his way, and that he can, expand, he can play it safe, and, start teching up from this. So
That's right. Like, I guess I guess last week, it was our Terrence who did all the pressure, so he really set back, soaked it all up, defended well, and had a better macro behind it. Let's see whether he chooses to do the same if Terran Lord goes for a macro opening as well. Um,
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Both players basically doing the same exact build already, so nothing too crazy coming out from either side. I'm wondering, okay, he's going to go for the two Reaper Hellions, which is really nice against any kind of Cyclones, which we are seeing Andy actually kind of go for these Cyclones, so very interesting.
yeah, both guys opting for 1-1-1. Well, I mean, what do you expect? 2-1-1 is not really common in TVT, is it?
No, I mean, we still do see it sometimes, but because of the popularity in, like, Cyclone openers, we don't see
You just
it
can't
as
hold
often.
it with. Yeah, I see.
There are some, like, more cheesier kind of... Not necessarily cheesier, I guess, but there are some more, like, one-base style, like, 2-1-1s, where you get it really early and try to, like, stop before your opponent can really have anything, but it's not as popular, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so loses the
early
Hellion
skirmish
there.
seemed to have gone Andy's way, having killed a Hellion. Is always good, Minor victories in the start always sets you for, always makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I'm so excited seeing that, he's trying to go in there. Terran Lord's trying to get some pressure done, but the defense so far from Andy, he's able to get the Hellion. He's able to really kind of, just hold his position while he's macroing up. He's getting, now he's going into a medevac. Last time, I believe, he actually did a Cyclone drop, so it looks like he's actually gearing up for that, and then maybe try to put some pressure on. But already we're seeing a Raven coming out from Terran Lord. He's going to be able to use that, for, detection, but also for any kind of, like, harassment if he really wants to.
Yeah, I mean, if Terran Lord remembered what happened in the first game last week when Andy played Volticus, Andy did have a bit of a hard time initially defending multi-prong harasses, with Cyclone drops, Marine drops. So I wonder if, that's the strategy he's going to opt for today, while having a better macro than Volticus had behind it last week.
Definitely. Nice scan there. Actually seeing the move out here from Andy, as Andy does scout and see, exactly what's in Terran Lord's natural. The Marine coming across and seeing, okay, that Andy is indeed coming across with these. It looks like he might actually just attack the natural here, which is kind of risky, especially with that tank up there, but he does have quite a bit that I think if he does attack into this, he should be okay, but in fact,
Well,
he is
he's actually
going to go
headed
into
towards to the main, I think. The tank will probably siege up at the low ground, is my guess. Yep, that's what he's doing. Dropping right in front of Terran's Lord, almost finished third base. Looks like he managed to siege up to bring his army up and have another tank sieged up in time.
Yeah, not too bad. He didn't really get anything done. He does delay the third a little bit, which is nice because Andy is going to be able to have his a little bit quicker. But other than that, he really hasn't lost too much. He hasn't invested as much. This tank going to get a couple of good shots off and almost actually gets the Viking there. Unfortunately not able to, and he is going to go home, but these Vikings might actually get this medevac. Oh, almost.
Yep.
We are going to start seeing stim and plus
handheld
one.
Viking power. Definitely helped that little Viking there.
Andy trying to decide what he's doing. He leaves and then he's coming back, so it looks like he might try to put some more pressure. Terran Lord does see that he has that third, so he is ready for any kind of craziness that might happen here.
Right.
And JW go back. Thought it was cheer for Andy. That's funny.
Yeah.
This tank on the top ground is really going to be nice, and with the anti-armor missiles, these tanks will do so much damage against these Marines. It's going to force Andy back for the time being, and Andy kind of scouting around, trying to see if that third base is up yet. But unfortunately, it hasn't left yet. So he's going to move back. But you know, like both sides really haven't, like I said, haven't lost a whole lot. You know,
Yeah.
fairly.
Well, definitely this early pressure has denied Terran Lord from floating his base to a third. So he's had a nice macro lead from this pressure. Well, it looks like he's gonna go for it.
Yeah, so far not too bad. It is very nice. It's actually making Terran Lord kind of fall back. And,
By the way, Gravity, they're saying that the stream is a bit lag.
yeah, I told them I'm fixing it.
All right. Okay. Ooh, Terran Lord fighting without his tanks. Not sure whether he's gonna be able to do very much. It looks like, you know, he's able to clear out a couple of tanks. It's always good, keeping tank count low.
Yeah, he's keeping it low. He's really making sure that you know, both sides aren't trying to, you know, get too far ahead. They're fairly even in tanks, and you know, Marines definitely going in favor of Andy here, but one wrong engagement here can definitely end it. So, but it looks like Terran Lord finally able to actually put in the that third base down, and if he can get this up and running and secure it, he might be okay. But overall, Andy definitely is in favor at the time. Actually having to force a pickup here as well, so it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Now we kind of get into this like situation where we start getting into these like chess matches, where you start moving your tanks slowly forward. You start trying to find those good angles, and then just start you know, moving everywhere. So
yeah, it's so difficult for me to watch TVTs at times, just because positioning with the tanks is just so important. One wrong move and you can lose everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw that last time. I don't remember if it was Andy or who it was, but
I think
I
think it might have been Volticus who got a bit overconfident after having gotten a hit, you know, in the early game, and just just lost out in a positional battle with the tanks.
Yeah, he just you know kind of moved it, was able to get all of those liberators and stuff, and really just was able to turn it over and get the victory there. So very interesting, like I said. But you know, so far, both sides now just kind of scanning around, seeing where the army is. We are going to have a nice cancel here on the 4th from Andy. So Terran Lord, you know, trying to get on the map, and trying to really, I guess, just try to harass as much as he can without getting too closed in. It's going to force Andy back here, and that's going to allow him to kind of expand out and not, you know, be so clustered in. Oh, able to get that medevac full of units there with those Vikings and with the missile turrets. So very nice so far from Andy. And Terran Lord doing what he can, but unfortunately still a little bit behind. And, you know, he's trying to get what he can, putting on more production, trying to get some more expansions going. But, yeah, definitely just so crazy.
Yeah. Well, that was, you know, good play by Terran Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he lost that medevac, he got a cancel on the fourth time by having Andy's team move back to defend. Those are the little things I think he has to do if he needs some room, so that he can get some room to breathe, get some more macro going.
Terran Lord not able to clean that out. Those tanks in the back just able to do so much there, and Andy, even though he's down an upgrade here, just able to you know, power through. And now there's not a whole lot right now for Terran Lord to actually move with this. He does have a tank siege up, so
no, this looks tough, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get the deny here on the 3rd. He's gonna shut this down. He does have one tank, but it did go down there, trying to pull those SCVs out, but just getting so many shots on them from these tanks. And now with the Liberator sieging up with these Marines, like I said, there's just not a whole lot here for Terran Lord to defend with. He's trying to macro up. He's trying to get everything, and he has +3 on the way, but it's not going to help him out in this. Actually, forcing himself to have to float out his CCs, but...
No, I think Paranoid might be a little too far behind us.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to need some really good plays here. He's going to have to catch a lot of these units out of siege to really stand a chance. But now with the Liberator sieging up, going to get on top of this tank. And with these Marines, going to be getting all of these shots. There's just nothing here. He's forced to pull the SCVs, but there's just too much here for him. He may have to tap out here. 25 SCVs have gone down. The Liberator sieging up, and GG will be called. And he's going to take the victory there for cloudM.
And he's showing his class in TVT. Solid macro play, solid aggression as well, solid defense.
Yeah, definitely. So, very well done. And it just kind of shows, like, if you can't get the damage done, if you get kind of sieged in, you keep that pressure up. Sometimes just the littlest of mistakes can, you know, really affect everything. So, GG.
Yep, GG. So,
guys, how's the stream looking? Is it looking better? If it's still real laggy, let me know. And we'll see if we can fix anything more on it, but it should be okay now.
So I'm just waiting there, set up, make the game. Okay. Okay, just making sure the servers are alright.
And make sure that I get invited when you do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't worry. Be left behind, my friend.
Alright.
Okay, so 16-bit is the map of choice by our next player, Mr. Protoss. So we'll have a PVT on 16-bit.
Alright. I always like watching PVT, and especially now with like some of the changes in Terran, it's really nice to watch it, to see that kind of dynamics. And it just
By
kind
the
of
way, like, you can just join my game, you know.
Yeah, well, at the time
that I forget.
At the time you
I
hadn't had it yet,
hadn't
so.
created. Yeah. Okay, where's Andy? So the players are set correctly this time. Okay.
There we go. Cool. There we go. GG. Make sure I'm not playing. I don't want to play and try to cast. Too tired for that. Oh man, it's gonna be a rough night. Hopefully it's slow tonight at work. I'll get some stream or some sleep while I'm working. Okay, cool. Thanks, Miguel. Right, so just getting everybody set in here should be pretty good.
Just waiting for Andy to join the lobby. I don't know whether he might be taking a small break.
Okay. Faith feeling pretty confident, looks like, in the like TVP stuff. So it's gonna be nice to see what happens.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I mean, there has been a lot of grumbling by Terrans that PvP, since patch 4.0 was really tough.
yeah.
Hence the recent buff. We haven't seen a lot of PvTs in the pro level yet, so not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure how the buff has really affected this matchup. We'll see whether
I think it's.
Andy's come up with any interesting builds.
I think it's affected more like the earlier game. Terrans aren't losing as aren't struggling as much in the early game against like quick stalker harassments and stuff like that. They're able to kind of defend it without having to get it, 6 to 8 Marines just to defend a couple of stalkers. They're able to kind of get a couple of marauders and be able to defend, or at least push it back for a little bit. Get a couple of bunkers and stuff like that. So it has helped in that, but in the late game, yeah, it's not as big of a deal as it was. So, but go back to sleep today. I was supposed to do a best of 7 earlier. Got canceled, but I wasn't able to fall back to sleep, so I did some cleaning and stuff. And now after this, I gotta go to work and work all night, so it's gonna be a long one. But looks like things should be going here, loading into the map, so should be pretty ready. I'm excited to see who's gonna win this one here.
Well, definitely Andy has shown his masterclass in the TVT matchup. Let's see how his TVP holds up. So, spotting on the bottom left, looking to score 1 point for his team, is the Red Protoss Faith from Team Psionic Aftermath.
Alrighty, and in the top right, in the paint, for cloudM, he is Andy.
So 16-bit with the pocket expansion, a map that allows a more defensive macro playstyle. Let's see who this map is gonna favor this game.
Yeah, it is really nice. Like you said, that pocket expansion allows you to not necessarily be more greedy, but you have that safer expansion if you are wanting to, I guess, do like a timing, or you just want to make sure that you have that expansion up. We do see some players that actually go for the front-facing one, saying that I can just get an easier third, and then, kind of go from there.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's what I do when I play Zerg.
Mhm.
Exactly like you said, the third would be a lot easier to take.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives you that advantage of I don't have to worry so much about being like closed into my base. I can move out. I can be pretty set up and not have to worry about anything crazy. So looks like Faith will be taking that back expansion as well as Andy. So both of them playing somewhat of a macro game. We'll have to see what they do Already a
Yep.
Reaper going to be coming across here in just a minute for Andy. Try to get some scouting off,
Yep.
maybe try to get some damage done, and we'll see probably a Stargate coming out from Faith, and then, go from there.
I don't think so. Faith is more the charge lot stalker kind of guy. So if I'm not wrong, a Twilight Council will be what the first tech structure of choice for Faith.
Okay. I can definitely see that. I know, like, Charge Lot Archon is very popular. Already we're going to have an Adept. Just kind
Oh,
of for
he actually puts
defense.
down a Robo. I guess it's the safer option. You know, like you need an Ops out for any Banshee shenanigans, and also against early Cyclone pressures. Any model's always nice. Not necessary. If you've got shield batteries and stalkers, that's enough, but models always helpful.
Do you think we'll see Colossus from Faith?
I'm not sure. I think that is actually the tech you will go for. That, you know, when he's looking for his splash damage. So I mean, you can't go on. You can't play with charge slot stalkers for days, can you? Bio scales up really well. Like assuming Andy is playing Bio, and if his previous games were any indication, then he should be playing Bio. And yeah, Bio just scales up so well, especially once they get their 3/3 upgrades, combat shields, and everything, that you cannot just rely on massive ball of zealot stalkers. You need some sort of splash damage, and I think Colossus is the choice that that Dave actually goes for before Storm. So yeah, we'll see.
I do like it. He's got that Twilight Council, like you said, that he was going to get. So we should start seeing if he's going to go into the charge first, or if he goes maybe into like a Blink Stalker. But
it's Blink.
Okay, so he's.
I mean, most people go Blink first just because it's it's better against drops. Yeah, I think Blink is the better attack in the early game. Charge will come after that, obviously.
And Faith getting a good amount of observers out as well. Gonna be able to see where Andy's gonna be coming from, as well as with this Banshee. If he does end up going for like Cloak, he can definitely be able to detect and kind of ward it away. This Reaper's still alive and scouting around.
It's quite interesting that he's going for Banshee, even though he scouted the Robo opening by Faith. So, I guess he's confident in his Banshee harass play.
Definitely. I think would be really nice to see that. And I mean, with this back base, it does open up to, especially both bases, really, to put on that harassment. So maybe that's what he's looking for. But Faith doing a really good job of spreading out these observers, able to see, exactly what's coming his way, and just able to be prepared for this, if anything. So.
Oh, Andy actually canceling his third, forgetting for a minute that he actually already had one built in his base.
Trying to get super greedy there. We are going to see charge as well behind this Blink, so very good.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very safe build by Protoss, in my opinion. So, like I said, there are the early Robo enables you to get models or observers out as and when you need them, and going for the Zealot Stalker build, which allows you to get them in high numbers, overwhelming any big aggression that Terran can dish out in the mid game. So having had his third down with 48 probe count, I guess he's playing a bit safe. That's why he's not making as many workers as usual.
Yeah, he's not fully committing to workers. He's not trying to, I guess, necessarily like overwhelm himself. He's not like a Jedrix that gets like 110 probes or something. That he's getting a decent amount to kind of get as a
Jedrix gets a zillion stalkers and zealots, so he needs 100 probes.
Yeah.
Support that.
Already gonna blink forward, gonna be able to get this Banshee. Banshee just not doing anything, but we are gonna have a move out across for Andy, and Faith going to be able to see this coming a mile away, able to see exactly what this comp entails, and should be able to start preparing for this.
I mean, Charge is done, Blink is done. I would say that his he doesn't have as many gateways as I would like. Only four, only five, but he has been warping in. So let's just hope. Well, I hope that it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, he right now he doesn't actually have an observer with this army, so if Andy's able to get some Widow Mines down and stop a lot of those charge lots from really getting into him, this could definitely be dangerous.
You're right that it's probably the connection from the Widow Mines that will determine the outcome of this fight. So, but wait, Widow Mines are not burrowed. Let's see.
Gets an anti-armor missile on the Stalkers, but was delayed so much there actually getting those mines down that those charge lots just able to take everything down. He's gonna scan the army and thinking maybe that there's like DTs or something with this, but unfortunately there's not. Gonna clean up a couple of these, but Faith, seeing his opportunity, is actually gonna start trying to move in onto the third base here of Andy. Gonna blink forward here with those Stalkers, gonna get the Raven, get the everything else, and there's just not enough here for Andy. Faith's gonna get the GG and win there for his team, Psionic Aftermath. So GG.
GG's inside. So 1-1 the score now. I suspect it's going to be a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I do think so. Especially we've seen like in the last series with that, a lot of back and forth like that. So.
Sorry, my mic was a bit off.
Oh.
No, I was just saying thank you, for once again taking the time to stream and cast this finals.
Yeah, no, not a problem. I enjoy getting the cast, especially looking to try to make it into a career. Anytime I get the opportunity, I love doing it. And Skissy HP with the 25 bits. GG, well played, Faith, he says. Oh, man. I'm about to eat me some M&Ms or something.
Well, you're gonna need the calories. we're gonna last. I mean, the last cast was what, 4 hours was it? I think
felt like
close to
it.
4 hours, wasn't it?
It was
So,
close
yeah.
to it. Well, we also had like three 40-minute games or something like that.
Hold on, I'm just discussing with Boom, the next player, and Matt.
Okay. Let me actually do this here. No, man.
Yeah, Boom still just trying to reach his player. I think his SCP is having some issues in the game, so we'll just give him a minute. Oh, okay, he wants me to message the guy.
Alright guys, so it's just gonna be a couple more minutes here, just getting everything situated. We'll get into the next one.
Okay, so it'll be a PvP on Catalyst. Just make sure.
PvP on Catalyst?
Yep.
Ooh. Should be pretty good.
Okay, so I'll just okay, so Strife is confirming that he's okay with US East server as well, just because Faith is European, so the US server is what he needs.
Okay. Oh man.
So you can join my game now.
Cool.
Okay, so both players have joined the lobby. Set. Right.
There we go.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly get some water, so if you can just hold the fort for just 1 minute.
Yeah, I'll do both the intros, that's fine. Make sure that's good. Okay. Looks good. Alright guys, we are getting into it. Loading in. Both players are getting ready. Getting excited. Gonna get into this and should be great. Let's see what happens here. Alright guys, in the top left hand corner, in the red, representing Psionic Aftermath, he is the red Terran player, Oh my god, the red Protoss player. I know, Terra Imba. It is Faith. All right, and in the bottom right, in the blue, representing Cosmic Cloud Militia, he is the blue Protoss player. It is Strife. Alrighty, so PvP is on the way. Both players doing fairly similar builds here. Looks like Faith might have a little bit quicker gateway, but just very, very barely. Strife going for the quicker, a little bit quicker probe. So already we're seeing from both sides where everything is coming from, but looking pretty good. Both players going for the gas. Looks like Strife's is a little bit quicker, able to get that up, get a little bit more minerals going through, so looking to be pretty good. Gonna go for the double gateway as well.
All right,
the
back.
Cybernetic score.
So, thank you. Looks like a standard game from both players. Double gate before core or expand, presumably. Walling off the ramp down to the natural, will help block off any adepts, early adept pressure that may come in. You just need one pylon to block off the entry point.
Yeah, I think it will be nice to see this. I think if he goes for, to see if both of them do go for the earlier, like who goes for
a bit gravity.
Do I?
Yeah, well, to me it is. Not sure whether the stream is hearing you. All right. Okay, so anyway, both second pylons down in the main. Looks like we won't get any proxies anytime soon. Ooh. They've actually pylon blocking Strife out of his natural.
That's actually really nice. Strife is going for a Stargate, so he can get like oracles or something, and potentially get out of this. But
yeah,
but that is kind of a little bit of delay. It's gonna delay any expansions or anything like that. And
they're definitely aware of that as well, just because that pylon is giving him vision. Over the area where the Stargate is put. So, yeah, shield battery down in the main. That's usually enough to defend against one Oracle.
Yeah, he should be just fine. And he's got the Stalkers and the Sentry, so shouldn't have to worry too much. Actually going to go into a Phoenix here, and
yeah. And this is one of those strategies where you just bank up 4-5 Phoenixes before you go out into harass. So both players going down very different tech choices in this game. Robo was the tech of choice by Faith.
If you look here at that shield,
yep.
If you look at the shield battery there of Faith, he's actually not able to mine as efficiently. He's got a couple of probes there just sitting in there, not able to, mine or collect.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's opting for one base play, it looks like, so I think it might hurt more than a little bit. Yeah.
Alright, so Nexus has gone down and, just sitting at home with those Phoenixes, not really, doing too much. Gonna have that Adept, or the Shaded Phoenix there. Just kind of seeing what his opponent is doing there. And looking like we're going to have that War Prism come across and do some attacks, as well as a frontal attack. So this is very dangerous for Strife to have to deal with, especially since he's going for that Nexus. He's not going to have the same amount of minerals and stuff going through.
Well, he's got 2 shield batteries, 2 sentries, 2 Phoenixes, and 4 stalkers. I'm not entirely sure how Faith is going to fare with this big push. Definitely needs to warp in a big round of Stalkers, but with just one Immortal, I'm not so sure how this is going to work out.
He's going to come in here with the Stalkers, sees that there are those shield batteries. Nice force fields there. Going to hold a lot of this back. The Phoenixes are going to come in and start trying to get some hits
no,
here.
this is not looking good for Faith. I don't think. Yeah,
No.
I mean with the warp prism taken out, this push is effectively over.
Yeah, just like that shutdown. Now Fate doesn't have a whole lot at home. Gonna GG. And Strife gonna take the victory there for cloudM. Do what?
I see you chilling in your room. Your room being as cozy as usual. Nice dip, cozy lighting, the lava lamp and all.
Oh yeah, and behind me that's the wrong side. Behind me I got my pylon back in here, and then on my other side I got my saxophone, which you can't really see, and then I got my turntables. So. But yeah, nice and cozy. Try to make it a warm, relaxing atmosphere, and I got some lights, but the batteries are dead, so I want to get some like rechargeable like
just confirming that everyone's okay with US West just cause Sullivan's Australian. Strife was thrilled to hear that, being from California.
Should I take out chicken or hamburger?
Huh?
Should I take out chicken or hamburger?
Whatever you want to do.
Do you have a preference?
No. It's whatever sounds good to you.
Well, what sounds good to me, we don't have to.
Alright. Let's get into it, guys. Let's see who's going to win this next one. And we will do all the good stuff. Let me get this music turned on. Get the everything switched over. Oh, so good. There we go.
Right. So, spawning in the bottom left, wanting to show that Team Psionic Aftermath indeed knows how to PvP, is our Red Protoss Salvan.
Alrighty, and in the top right, in the blue, representing cloudM, it is Strife.
Okay. So, Salvan was watching the stream earlier. Definitely got some nice bit of information from the last PvP, knowing that Strife indeed knows how to play a safe two-base standard style, with Stargate Opener. Good shield battery placements when he senses a threat.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, looks like Salvanth actually going to go for a quicker cybernetics core here than Strife. Strife trying to deal with this little probe, just kind of being annoying, scouting around, and you know, seeing what his opponent is doing from this. And I imagine.
Well, I guess it's true. No matter what matchups you play, the first probe from your opponent is always the most annoying probe. Seriously.
Oh yeah, especially they start attacking your probe, or well.
I mean, honestly, you know, they can do all sorts of shenanigans. They can put a pylon down for a cannon rush, a pylon down to block your hatchery, even just the presence of the probe to block off, you know, an expansion is annoying enough. And they can make it all worth it by, you know, if you have the APM to block mining from your opponent's main.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the probe needs a nerf.
The probe needs a nerf for sure.
It needs to move slower.
Yeah. Imagine if like a probe had like an anti-armor missile. You just came in there with one probe, like threw a bunch of anti-armor missiles down onto your opponent's like SCVs, and then just was able to kill them all with one probe.
Alright, Gravity, don't give anyone any ideas.
I know. Sullivan actually gonna block Strife here with his own pylon. Coming in here, Stargate coming out from Strife, so looking to be about the same build that we saw last time from Strife. And
well, he did get 75 of the minerals back, so I guess it's a cost of 25 minerals to block the expansion. It's a good trade, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Salvanth gonna go for an expansion as well, and looking to do fairly similar to the same as what Strife is doing, but looks like he is choosing to go into the Robo instead of a into the Stargate.
So Salvan, opting to go for Robo first, despite knowing that Strife actually, you know, did go Stargate the last game. Different tech choices chosen by our two pros. So let's see how this one pans out.
Looks like Warp Gate gonna finish up earlier for Strife than it is for Salvanth, so gonna be able to warp in those units a little bit better. But we are gonna see that Phoenix come in and just kind of scout, see what his opponent's doing. This time, Salvanth not gonna put his shield battery in the middle of the minerals and block out, you know, probes. Gonna be all right. So.
Yep. No day off for probes this game.
Yeah. Probes do not get jail time. They're not getting any kind of easy slack. So.
Yep. Sullivan, just enjoying a slightly better economy, having been able to delay Strive's Nexus for a little bit, 33 popes to 29.